What inspired you to become an artist, and what still inspires you today?
Oh, comic books. Like, I loved comic books. My grandma gave me my first comic book. It was a Batman story. And from that moment, I was hooked. And every weekend, she would bring me more and more comic books. I just love the stories. I love the characters. Batman is still one of my favorite heroes. After reading them for a bunch of years, I had another friend of mine who also loved comic books, and he decided that maybe we should put together our own comic book. You know, we were kids. We lived in the projects in Brooklyn, New York, and we just went out into the hallway of our project, of our floor in the project, and just started creating comic books. Just started drawing and writing stories, and creating weird names for our characters like Retro Man or stuff like that. We Catman, which is usually the normal favorite character that I guess kids pick as their superhero guy. So it started there, and just kept reading comic books, collecting comic books, drawing characters from the comic books, and went to my high school. And during my high school phase, I was thinking more of being an astronaut. I wanted to do science. I wanted to do that. But I always had that love of comics, and I always loved to draw. So in the 10th grade, I won this award for doing a public service announcement thing, drawing about garbage, and I drew a villain, a garbage monster, and they loved it. So I won that prize for doing that. And I had a great advisor who pointed me in the right direction in the school to go to major art classes that were at the high school, which were great courses. And that moved me on to looking at a college, School of Visual Arts in Manhattan, which was a great school. And one of the reasons why I went to that school was because Will Eisner was there. Will Eisner, who was the creator of the Spirit comic strip. Fantastic storytelling, beautiful artwork. I always loved his stuff. And that's why I decided to go to School of Visual Arts. But I didn't get into his class right away. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. It was in Manhattan, and Will at the time was living in Manhattan. He moved to Florida later on. I had to prove myself to him. So what I had to do, I kept showing him artwork, but he wasn't totally satisfied with that. I brought him his book, the first graphic novel, Contract with God.
I love it.
Have you seen it? You read, right? It's
Yeah.
a great book. And I told him, "Can I have your autograph, please?" And he said, "Oh yeah, sure." And he signed it. And while he was signing it, I was inside the class with his students. And he went, "You see, that's how you get into my class." And that's how I got into Will Eisner's class.